Show&Tell. Okay, we are live like we promised. We promised we're going to be live, and here we are. How are you all doing? Long time.
No, see.
I am Kings, like you already know, right?
I think they know that by now.
You gotta introduce yourself. You're not supposed to introduce yourself. You will moderate this live show today. Over to you.
I go with
Taya. Mary Ochepa, good evening. How are you? Tosinayo, Sama Violet.
Hello, everybody.
Kinikanwa Obonna, Francis Dera. Francis Dera, how is the baby doing? Francis Dera had a baby, and we've never seen this baby for a while. Maybe next time we come live, Francis Dera, you're gonna bring out our show and tell baby.
That's if you can, you know, if you don't mind.
Yes. Haliwab Omolore, how are you? How you all doing? Who missed us? We've been out for it feels like 2 weeks.
What, a week?
Right? A week, right?
I think so.
Somebody sent a message in the inbox like, "Oh, I've not seen you guys for a long time." Francis there, I love my outfit. Thank you. I'm representing England today.
Yes, big up.
I'm rocking England.
Oh, English. I miss you too, Tosin. How you been?
Oh, Riwo, thank you. Riwo Ishaku. And I see this name, DJ Kels. Good to have you here.
Yeah, how are you?
How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing very well.
I hope you're doing outstanding. You're awesome.
Who is having a beautiful Saturday? I wish there's a way to say raise your hand, but you can type it. Who is having a wonderful Saturday?
Like an emoji hand raised?
No? There should be something, right?
I think so.
There should be something to raise your hand and say, I'm having a wonderful Saturday. Mary Ochepa say, I am. Yeah. People are having wonderful Saturday.
Good. I'm glad you are.
Francis Dera, I've missed you so much. Francis Dera, we miss you too. And like I said, any day you can bring our show and tell baby.
Let us know.
Okay. All right. Please tell everybody we're live. We want to make sure all our stars are here.
We missed you guys. Yes, we did.
It's been a while. I feel like it's a month.
What, a week, I think?
Right? It's a week, right? We were live 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I believe we were.
Yeah, we were not live last week. So, but our stars are used to seeing us.
Oh.
Francis said, our baby is really disturbing. Oh, baby is disturbing.
Oh. What did you say? Wonna. Woke up.
I would say, Kids, I would like to help you throw away your polo and cap. Don't worry, I'll put it in the garbage and wrap it up, and you help me throw it more into the bush. Yeah. Somebody says just a week. Yes,
right? True. Yeah.
So I love those beautiful hands.
Hand raise.
Akintayo. Okay, that's the hand raise. All right. So today we are going to have a beautiful moment with you guys. We're not going to stay too long. That's why we say invite everybody. We just want to have beautiful moments to discuss a couple of few important things and give you the opportunity to ask us questions. Any question you want to ask, anything at all. And then also we want to always do what we always do. Active participation on this live show attracts some beautiful rewards. So if you stay engaged with us, participate actively, we definitely have to appreciate you because we want to make sure that our stars are always appreciated. Not that we are giving you because you're watching us, but we want to show you we love you. Right?
That's right.
So, what do we talk about?
What do we talk about, guys? Or we could do questions and answer.
And how are you?
Questions, you ask us, we could answer if we want to.
So you can ask us anything. Like I know some of you been inboxing, emailing, sending stuff in the inbox. We are here now, right? You can ask us any question you have, and we want to take this time to answer you and address it. And we also want to make sure that you invite people. Please tell others to come. Yeah, tell others to come and join this live show. It's not going to be too long.
Welcome, Princess. Your first time.
Oh,
good to have you.
Princess, welcome. to have you, Princess Abraham. We love you. This is the Star Family, Show and Tell ambassadors.
Guys, share, please share.
There's a lot of people that watch our video after the live.
Yeah, so they will know that we are here.
Those people that watch us after the live need to watch us while we are live, right?
Yes.
So say, why are you this beautiful?
Oh God.
So
saying they whine me.
Don't make my in-laws ask for more money, please. I've paid enough.
Don't they whine me. Thank you, my dear.
So that's the question from Tosin. Why are you this beautiful? Maybe.
I don't know. We have to ask God, the maker.
So, guys, all right, Iyanda is starting up the question. So Iyanda says, how is this platform being financed?
Oh boy, Iyanda.
Good. We want to take your questions, and we want this to be very interactive. And ask anything. Ask anything. You don't get this opportunity easily. Ask anything. Invite more people. Let's go. Iyanda asking us the first question. We're going to talk about our own, but we want to make sure we address your question. So, do you want to answer, or you want me to answer this?
Go ahead.
Why you don't want to?
You the boss.
You the boss.
You the boss.
So the question on the screen is from Iyanda Juliana. How is this platform being financed?
Yes.
And I have to be very honest. And everything I tell you, whether you like, believe it or not, but it's the pure truth. First of all,
it's kosher.
It's kosher. We finance it. These two individuals you see here, 100%. 100%. Because we have a non-profit called Lavisante International. You can go Google that name, Laviesante, Lavisante, Laviesante International. And this non-profit we created 2008 in Brooklyn, New York, and it's been active. And all it does is to help people across Africa and here in the US who are going through the ups and downs of life, right? So we've been doing a lot of things secretly, but we felt like, let's come to the social media and, see if we can bring more people to benefit from what we do. And also see if we can encourage more people to do what we do. Because if we have more people like us, it's going to be a better world. That's what we believe. So we have funded it personally from we're not businessmen. We are employees of companies, right? If most of you don't know that, I get up 6 o'clock go to work, I come back 7 p.m. in the evening. I posted a video of me in the train going to work. Right? So some of you think, oh, Kings is another Cubana or E-Money.
No.
I am an employee of a company, same thing with my wife.
We punch in, we clock in.
We clock in, we clock out, right? Yes. But whatever we get, we believe that if we eat it alone, we're going to die alone, right? Not that we want to die with anybody. Not that we're dying anyway. So we finance it single-handedly, but the good thing is that some people once in a while have seen that what we do is good, and they have come and feel attracted, like, oh, Kings, I want to give you guys $100 to put in that widow you want to support. I want to give you $50 to please give that little child that you send back to school. And we have been getting a little bit of that once in a while, but that does not mean it is where we rely on us putting our trust to power this organization. We power it because we believe it's the right thing to do, and God has been faithful.
Yeah,
they say the more you give, the more you receive. Yes. The hand that gives will always be on the top, and that's our belief. And God never fails. So I'm encouraging you, as I answer the question from Iyanda, be a blessing to someone, and you will be shocked. Even if you don't believe in God, there is a universal law which, whether you like it, you know how you throw something up, you throw it up, it comes down. You don't have to be a believer to know that this phone, if I throw it up, is going to come down. It's a universal law of gravity, right? Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, you're a theist, you throw something up, it comes down, right?
Yeah.
You put oil and water, it does not mix. There are universal laws. The same thing is in giving. Giving is a universal thing, that when you give from your heart without expecting a lot of things in return, the universe and what God and that force that keeps the earth moving, we bless you. If you have not tried it, try it. Don't go and give and say, I'm just going to give you so you can give me back. Then the law will not apply. The law only applies when you give from the bottom of your heart.
Yeah.
Just last week. Anyway, I don't want to go there. I'm talking too much. But
next question.
There are a lot of things we do. Next question. Next question. Iyanda, I hope I answered you.
Who's next?
Next question. What are your inspiration behind giving to the less privileged? So scenario. Okay. You want to answer that?
My inspiration, I don't know, for some reason, I wouldn't say I like to, I would say I like to give. I like helping out the helpless, being someone that will give you the hopeless hope, right? And I just like helping people. If I could wipe away a tear, I will. I'll do the best I can if I have it.
That's what inspires you.
Yeah, that's what inspires me personally.
And for me, I think I've given you an idea of what inspires me. First of all, the universal law of giving, right? And another thing is, for those who know me, maybe very few of you, less than 2% of people that watch us know me personally. I came from a family, my dad, the teacher, when I was growing up, a school principal, and a physics and math teacher. My mom, a school vice principal, a math teacher, and they were going months without salary. You know how Nigeria, I grew up in Nigeria. I grew up in Nigeria. So they go months without getting paid salaries. And I can see poverty. Like, people will be eating good food and will be looking at them like, is it a different God that created these people? Do you know back in the days when black and white TV, Nigerian jersey, you don't even know that it's a green and white jersey. I thought it's black and white till I grew up. When they're playing, they ask you which team is playing. You say the black and white team and the other black and white team. That's how we grew up, right? Kind of nice. Teachers are not poor, but the government made them look poor because they are not appreciated. They are not valued. I don't know why they make us who we are, but government don't value them. So they owe them salary for months. So I grew up seeing poverty. So now that I feel I've broken beyond that, and my brothers, I got 6 brothers. They are all medical doctors, engineers, Reverend Father. And so we look back and say, people that are going through what we went through, let us be a light to them. Because then, I'm going to tell you this. You can go check. For those who know me, I'm not making story up. We used to borrow the DVD, the VHS player, the video player.
Yeah.
We used to go to some people and borrow their video machine, and then go to a shop and rent a movie. Like then back in the days, Rattlesnake. We go and borrow Rattlesnake. I watched that Rattlesnake more than 100 times because that was the only one we could borrow then. So we go and borrow the video machine and we will play it, and it will play in the black and white TV we had back then. And God wants to punish you, NEPA will take light. And the person that you borrowed, the people will borrow their machine, want their machine back. And they borrowed it secretly to us. So now your cassette or your video is stuck inside their machine. And they have to carry it back, and they don't want their parents to know they borrowed it to us.
Mm-hmm.
And once they go home and plug it, the thing will eject it.
Oh my God.
And they will know where did this come from. So we will look for where to go, and we take my leg and walk and go to shops that have a generator to eject the video
life,
so that we can give it back to them, so that their parents will not know, so that we can have the opportunity of borrowing it the next day. So it is that kind of setting. I'm not my brothers. I hope if you watch this, you don't feel like I'm throwing you guys.
I remember that DVD days.
It is the DVD days, and then those who watch the videos in color will come and be telling us, NASCAR is a blue color, is a green color. I'll be like, no, it's black. They say your TV is black and white. That's why you don't know. So anytime I see a color TV, oh my God, I feel like this is life.
Oh my God,
this is life, because everything in our life is black and white.
Well, I didn't grow up like
you
that.
had a different growth.
We are middle class.
You were born in America here.
But I grew up in Nigeria.
Yeah, but at least you were born here, where you started life, seeing life.
Yeah, okay. I went back to Nigeria when I was 3 years old. Okay. So I was raised in Nigeria.
Whether you went back in 6 months, you started life.
I beg, come on.
When I went to Nigeria, I went to come back.
Like you, I beg.
When I don't be the same with them. So that's my motivation. I see another question from Francis Dera. What is your great fulfillment through this platform?
Oh my God.
You want to start?
For me.
Yeah.
For me, it makes me so happy when we could help somebody in this platform. Help you take away that burden. That thing you never thought you could do. That money cannot solve. it fulfills me. It gives me joy. I go to bed happy. That's for me.
My fulfillment from this platform is knowing that people like you right now are watching us and you're learning from us, and you could have used your data to watch skits, to watch people who come and show their breast and their nakedness.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna say, no kid, there's no kid here. For you to have a Facebook page, you must be above 18 years old. You could use your time to watch a lot of stupid things on the some of you call it blue app on the social media, but you decided to come here to watch me and Didi, and you're watching us not because you don't have anything to do. You're watching us because you believe. That is one fulfillment I get. Another fulfillment which I get, which I have to be honest, is when we give you something, we don't give you so you come and worship us. We have given somebody something, and you know what the person said? This morning I prayed with my mother, and a voice came and said, an angel will locate you. And you too are that angel that voice came and said it will locate us. It gives me fulfillment. Knowing that these two individuals that are ordinary people can do extraordinary things through you all is a fulfillment for us.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Somebody said, how do you manage to control the affairs of Show&Tell network and also your personal life affair?
Oh.
Onyi Anams.
I go first.
You go.
I go. Onyi, how are you? I go first.
Okay.
I mean, that's the reason why we can come live one day in a week to see you guys that support us and to also, interact with you guys. I mean, to balance it off, that's why we do that. And if you can come more than one time in a week, we will do that. But right now we're trying to balance. Maybe we'll come, during the week as well, make it 2 days at some point. That's how we balance it. Yeah.
I try to balance. I can't still balance it.
Yeah, it's hard, but I mean, we try our best.
If you know me personally, for the company I work, which I don't have to disclose, I manage indirectly more than 100,000 people indirectly, right? And directly maybe 50 to 60. And for me, having to juggle between work and social life and my young family, and coming to this place to talk to you all and to impact you positively, it's not easy. It's not easy. Like, some people have called me and say, Kings, you don't answer your phones, you don't reply my text messages, but every Saturday I see you on Show&Tell. Yes. And if you look at my phone now, text messages from friends, my phone is always blowing up like this. You see how many messages right now? Everything is red on my screen, red everywhere. It's not because I chose not to respond to them, but I have no time. It's hard for me to carve out time. But so Show&Tell is our baby. The same thing, La Vie Santé, the non-profit organization that we have for 15 years plus now, is our baby. I prefer to spend more time after work. Of course, work comes first. I can't call out from work because of Show&Tell, but after work, my little family, and then helping people becomes a top priority before I start to get to chats of, hey, Kings, how on a day now? What's going on? I think that can come, even if I don't talk to you today, I can talk to you tomorrow. Right?
That's right.
So that's how I balance.
Tosin, I want to answer Tosin's question.
Tosin asked a question, how do you handle my beautiful Didi when she's angry? Likewise, Didi, we women can be so dramatic.
Okay, women first.
You start, yeah.
This is how I handle it. I talk less. Right, when I'm angry, I rather not talk to you. I'll just walk away, go and calm myself down. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say things that I'll apologize for later, or I'll regret telling you. So I rather not say nothing when I'm angry. I'll say when I'm all calm. That's how I deal with it. Right? Because of course we're gonna have issues, right? We're gonna get angry at each other because we are human beings. But that's how that's how I keep calm, is by not saying nothing. I keep quiet and then digest it and say later. Okay, it comes out better.
That's true.
So I don't say I'm sorry. I hate to say I'm sorry. I don't think you understand. I hate to take words back that are hard to take back.
That is a very good question, and I think she get a good answer. This year we make our marriage 10 years. December 27 this year we make our marriage 10 years. And God has been amazing and faithful, right? I would be honest to you. You might think I'm lying. For these 10 years, we've only had one quarrel. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
For these 10 years, we've only had one quarrel. One misunderstanding that made me cry, made her cry. And we vowed that we will never offend each other to this extent again. And that was about, I think it was 4 years ago. It's 3 or 4 years ago. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that. So, and we took that vow and say, look, we're matured enough to talk to each other and not accumulate things. So I'm telling you this, if you're in a relationship, if you're married, you can practice this, it helps. Do not accumulate things and do not assume things. Talk it out right there at the moment. Sometimes she wants to leave to work. She don't give me a kiss. I don't let her go. She got to come back. I'll be like, hello. And when I say hello and look at her, she knows I'm asking for my kiss. I'm asking for my goodbye kiss, right? So, because if I let her go, I'm going to go in my heart and say, maybe she's not loving me anymore. And then tomorrow you will see something, you will do something and transfer aggression. Meanwhile, she's free-minded, not even knowing she even did not kiss you yesterday. So that's an example of how we are tolerating and handling each other. You know, we are humans. We are definitely going to cross on each other's toes and step on toes once in a while. But do not let it, for those who are Christian, it says, don't let your anger, extend to the next day. That is just the simple rule here. Talk it out. Don't assume. And, I can leave my phone. I know some of you may not do it, and I'm not telling you to do what you cannot do at old age. This phone, I can leave it to her. She want to use it to do something, and she will use it to do something. Likewise, she can leave her phone, and I can grab her phone. There was one day I was trying to transfer a file. I made her phone come to my desktop, WhatsApp. Mm-hmm. And she was like, did you put my WhatsApp on your desktop? You can do that. And every other text message that comes on her WhatsApp, even when she's at work, you'll be seeing it on the desktop at home. Now, guys, I'm teaching you something now.
Oh,
now I'm teaching you something, right?
Oh, God.
I can do that because I know she have nothing to hide. I have nothing to hide. Right? We're all mature. So I think maturity is the success or the secret behind how we handle issues and talking things out and not letting things pile up and believing that we are humans, we're going to make mistakes. Of course, I walk out, some girls will admire me and some will send me a text message and say, hey, handsome. And if she sees such, I will let her know that girl is just misbehaving and I'll put her in her place because she saw my ring and sending me a message, say, how are you? But does not mean I am going to there are some women that like married men.
Yeah, of course.
No, right?
Yeah.
And some married men like married women.
Yeah, vice versa.
But trust comes in. I'm going to more deeper topic.
Yeah.
Let's look for another question.
Trust is very important.
Trust.
Answer Amarachi. Let me answer Amarachi's
What is Amarachi? I want to put it on the screen.
Amarachi, welcome back. It's been a minute. You say you were sick. I hope you feel better, okay?
I'm trying to find her comment so I can put it on the screen.
You
can go ahead and answer her.
I don't know. I don't know if I remember what she asked.
How do you know someone that is fabricating story just to gain favor from Show and Tell?
It happened before.
Don't tempt me to call names.
I'm not going to call names, but it has happened before.
If I call the name, you go to Facebook, you see the person right there.
Yeah, I'm not going to call the person's name, but human beings, man, I know it can never make them happy. And people like to lie. We fabricate stories a lot. And if your conscience is not judging you, I'm sorry for you. Hellfire awaits you. But somebody have actually lied to us. Big time lie. But they forget that we are connected. Not be Niger. We get people everywhere, every state.
It's grace.
We get people. And the person lied and thought we're not going to follow up. We followed up. When we did, it was all lies from the get-go. Okay, that's human beings for you. But it didn't stop us from helping. We continued. Because whatever you are doing, make sure use your conscience. Use your conscience. Don't destroy for others. That's just it.
So I will answer that and I will take a question from Phage. So how do we know people that are lying to us?
We investigate. Right? You have to investigate.
This is the physical part of it. We investigate, but sometimes we may not have enough time to investigate. But I'll tell you something, and if you have not practiced it, go and practice it. if your heart is pure, right? If your heart is pure, you will hear a voice deep inside your heart that is a very silent voice. And that is the spiritual aspect of you. Maybe you're not spiritual. Maybe I'm more spiritual than you, or maybe you're more spiritual than me. But there's what is called instinct. That instinct can be a spiritual guide if you are really pure in heart. If your heart is not pure, your instinct might be the destructive instinct. But if your heart is pure, you will have a good instinct. I've had people come to us and lie. And she believes them and say, let's give them a try. But something in me tells me this is not true. And once I get that first doubt that this is not true, it have never failed me. It have always been right. Beside other ones, we been 100% perfect? The answer is no. People have come and lied, and we give them money and they put it in something else, and we later found out. What do? We did it for God. God who sees in secret will reward us openly. So I'm not going to go back to you and say, you lied, come and bring back the money. No, I'm not going to do that. So going to this other question from Fortune, I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but I think it's Bain. Have you in any situation felt discouraged about helping someone on this app?
Oh, yes, so many times.
Multiple times.
So many times.
Multiple times because people have lied. Do you know somebody have told us to never, ever put her name or her picture or anything that concerns her on our page? And this is somebody that we have helped, only to come back to apologize. You know, and I said, am I putting you on my page because Facebook is paying off? Facebook pays us zero. I know some of you may be surprised. If you like,
believe it. If you don't like,
have you ever seen a commercial on any of our posts? Have you been watching anything on our post?
That's how you know who gets paid.
You see a commercial pops up. That's how you know who gets paid on Facebook. We don't get paid.
Zero.
And this page is not for money making. This page is to give, right? So we have seen people tell us, don't post my stuff, don't do this. And
let me make you money.
I said, please, sorry, I don't even want to know you again. And the person came back after a while. I said, I'm sorry. So
there was someone I wanted to answer their question.
Thank you, Kintayo. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Somebody said, does Show&Tell also support
people outside this blue
app?
Of course. So many. I wish we can bring them here. But some I rather keep private. For real, for a reason.
She's holding me back.
Okay, I don't want to talk about everything, so I hold him back.
So much.
No,
I want
this.
You know how you want to share the glory of God.
And one day when they're gonna come over here and back giving you guys testimony, be ready for it. But there's so many. Just to answer your question, so many out there. So many.
There are.
And we thank God for the opportunity.
There is someone here. I saw his name. The sister never believed she will ever go to school. They don't have a father. They don't have a mother anymore. You guys, this is a new story. This happened last week, and the person is here. I saw him here. That's why I'm telling the story. Please don't tell anybody that is you. Don't come and write on the comment.
I don't want to see it.
Did you want me not to mention your name?
Nope.
So this person, let me tell you, true life story. This person, they lost their father and their mother, and their last born stopped schooling and have been living with him for years. All other family, there are 7 of them, I believe, that their parents left, and they're all struggling. But some of them are doing well. So this person is an active member of this family. And I just happened to, through the admin, get to know him, and I called him. I wanted to talk to him. Guess who picked the phone? The younger sister, this last born. And she picked up the phone. I said, I wanted to talk to your brother because I want to give him something from Show&Tell. I was planning to give him 30,000 naira. That's how we do. We just pick people randomly and just bless them. And we're going to see, most of you have received that kind of blessing from us. I don't want to mention your names. We do that. That is who we are. All right. That's why I tell you, stay here, get active participation. We're looking at the names. That's how we randomly bless people, because we believe when you do that, God blesses you back. Nobody's going to take it away from me. It's my money. I work for it. It's our money. It's not like somebody giving us and say, go use it and account for it. I only account to God. So the story I'm telling you, when the sister picked up the phone, I said to the sister, who are you? She said, I am the sister to the person you're calling. I said, then why are you with his phone? He said, oh, he left his phone, he's charging it. And something said, ask her what she's doing. And I asked her. So we started talking. Long story short, she told me she's been home for almost 2-3 years. And she stopped schooling because there's no money, that she's not going to school. And then I asked her, what do you want to do with your life? She said she could not finish school SAT, because she could not register for WAEC and all those things. I said, okay, then do you want to go back to school? She said if she go back now to SS1, she will be the older one in the class. So it's not going to gel. I said, then what do you want to do? She said she want to go to catering school. Long story short, me and Didi right there on the moment decided that we're going to send her back to catering school. And we told her, tell your brother to call us. The brother called after a few hours. We said, look for the best catering school in, I don't want to call the city because then you're going to start to narrow down to where, but it's in Nigeria. Look for the best catering school in that state. I want you to tell us what it costs for this girl to go to catering school. In less than 4 days, he sent me a very huge bill. And when I say huge, the bill is huge. And he thought sending me the bill is going to discourage us. We sent in the money immediately. The guy broke up on the phone crying and said, we have been looking for a way for the family to save at least 100,000 or something to send this girl to a little catering school. But for you to send her to a catering school, pay for her accommodation, bought everything she needs and set her up. She'll be there for 6 months. And after 6 months, we're going to find how we can set her business up. It is the part of things we do that you do not know. These are things I don't want to mention. He's still here. I saw his face, his comments some time ago. I keep getting tempted to call his name. Did he say, don't do that because we do a lot of things like this. So I think we support people outside. It's not only here that we pick people to support. We have a lot of projects, a lot of things going on that you do not know through our nonprofit organization, right?
Pick Cindy's.
Cindy Beauty World. Cindy is having a traditional wedding today. Where is Cindy's comment?
God.
Cindy, congratulations.
Congratulations. I wish you happiness, girl.
I send you 100,000 naira.
I wish you every best in your marriage.
I send you 100,000 from us to support you for your tradition. I know it's not going to buy you anything, but whatever it does for you, just manage it.
May God bless
from our
your
heart,
marriage.
Right? Cindy, we love you.
Yes, marriage is good.
All right. So more questions from who is asking. Let's see. What do we have? Somebody say, how do you feel when you help the bad ones? No, I'm trying to look for guys. If you just joined us, we just came here to say hi. We were not here last week, and we want to take questions from you.
I want to take a question from
Marina.
No, Godson.
So let's go to this first.
Okay,
I really want to know how you both stay
from,
so happy at all
YouTube.
times. The smiles and happiness every time you go live is very inspiring.
Thank you. It's God. It's Jehovah El Shaddai. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, I'd rather be happy than cry, right? Or smile.
Does it change anything?
Right?
If you cry, think about your bills. We live in America where everything on earth is meant for us to pay for the air we breathe. You pay for everything. You cannot get away from it. Nigeria, you can get away from something.
Yes.
NEPA guy can come. You say, if you touch my light, I kill you. NEPA guy will just go. America will cut your lights from some office somewhere. You will go darkness, and you have to come and now pay
everything.
To their office.
Money,
and they click a button and restore it back. It's not, they don't have to come and cut the wire like NEPA. No. They just press a button. And your phone is off. Your TV is off. Your gas is off. Your water is off. Your light is off. Everything is off by a button in this country. So you work to pay bills. And if you ask anyone that lives abroad, I'm not only saying America, the day they pay the bills is the day that they get so depressed because you see your money go. What is left? Nothing. All right. So we come here happy because we believe we can inspire you through our smiles.
I hope we are doing that.
I hope we're doing it. I hope. Because it's not like me and Didi doesn't have problems. We do. We do. If I tell you my problems, you say, Case, you're making up stories.
Yes.
We have problems. We have personal issues that we deal with. We have family issues. We have relatives that have multiple problems. One of my cousins got arrested a couple of days ago. I have to look for a lawyer. I have to take him out of jail. He got into stupid things. We have problems, but we still solving those and solving yours. Yeah. But at the end of the day, we have to smile. All right?
Life is challenging enough. Smile makes it worthwhile.
We have to smile. Mm-hmm. Do you know smile is infectious?
It is.
And it's contagious.
It is.
Like, as I smile, some of you might be smiling right now.
And when you smile, you don't wrinkle quickly. I want to answer God's power.
All right, God's power.
God's power, yeah.
Sister Case, how do you feel when you notice that lives are being changed through your philanthropic gesture, beside how you are being able to convince Didi to be helping and supporting you?
I don't need convincing. I believe in what he believes in. You know, it's so strange how two different people. They meet, they get married, and they think alike. I find it a bit strange, but God never makes mistakes, right? So you don't need to convince me.
Want me to tell them where I found you? Where I met you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I think you guys may not know. You might think Kings is this powerful guy. He's a CEO. I'm a CEO of 3 companies, if you don't know. I own 3 big companies that are well running. And I also work for a company here in America that everybody admires and wants to come and work for. But still, right? I am spiritual. I give God everything. I wake up in the morning, I kneel down, I pray. I go to bed. Before I go to bed, I pray with my family. I get to work. Before I open my laptop, I pray. I get on my steering. Before I start to drive, I remove my cap. I did my name of the Father and Son and Holy Spirit. I pray. So prayer is like, I know most of you might find this strange. I saw a video. E-Money went to the office and did like this with their hat on, and they were celebrating it. And somebody said, I can't believe E-Money is praying.
Oh, why not?
I want you to know, when you connect to that power that is bigger than you, whether it's God, whether it's the deity in your village, whatever power you connect to, if you believe in that power, the power will work for you. That's why some people believe in worshiping wooden carved woods, and it works for them. The power I believe in is God, and it works for me. So I've always asked God, give me someone that will think like me, because I don't keep too many friends. And I hope you learn that from me. Too many friends can bring you down. You must have friends that you are either impacting them or they are giving you. Don't have friends that are just there to gossip. Friends that have nothing to offer you and nothing for you to offer them. Only let us meet and drink and smoke our life out and talk rubbish about people. And that is all that makes us happy. And you think tomorrow you'll be somebody, you will not be anybody. You learn from your friends should learn from you. It should be a mutual give and take. So I have asked God, give me someone that will come to compliment and help me, even though I have my weaknesses. And in the church one day, I was in the church. I was right at the back seat of the church. A young guy with a beautiful lady walked into the church. 2 young guys. It was Ray and Philip.
Oh, yeah.
It was Ray and Philip. Yeah. She walked with them. They came in, and I was sitting there, and I looked at her. Something tells me, that's your wife. I'm being honest. I never met her before. I don't know who she is. And guess what I did while the church was going on? I went to her and said, excuse me, can I talk to you? Right inside church. Don't go do what I did, though. Don't ask a woman for church. Don't go ask a woman for church.
But you did.
So I went to her where she was sitting. The brother, the cousin, Philip is a cousin, told me, why are you talking to my girlfriend? And normally, if you know be guy, me not guy now. If you know be guy, your mind go cut. So I looked at him and said, can't I talk to your girlfriend? What's wrong with that? I just want to ask her something. There's something I want to talk. So I brought her outside. First thing I asked is that guy your boyfriend? As she said yes, it would have been over. But she laughed, and the way she smiled and laughed about it, I knew she was trying to protect the guy's interest. So, and the rest is history. I'll tell you the story another day. Right? I know yeah, to listen to the rest of the story. The rest is history.
Yeah.
So, why am I telling you this? I asked for a partner, and right inside the church,
God gave it.
God gave me. And some of the history I'll tell you later on. She started to do gara that same day.
Before now.
But after church, we have a party at the basement of the church. Guess what I did? I spoke to the Reverend Father. The father that is officiating the mass. He's a good friend of ours. I said, Father, this lady, this beautiful girl, go and introduce me to her. I want you to introduce me to her because she never met me, and she might be thinking that I'm another Yahoo boy in the church. But then, with all my blings and everything, so she might be thinking, I said, Father, introduce me to her. You know what Father told me? Father told me she's a princess. Some of you don't know that part. And she doesn't always like to say that. I won't tell you who her father is. Father say, it's a father, and so what? Is her father here? Is her father here? Will the father marry her? I beg, introduce me. You know my way now. It works. I know you guys enjoy this story more than anything else now.
Look at that. Yeah, ears are open.
That's a story for another day. Oluwa say I'm going to church. I'm going to church down 5 times.
Go, never know what you go find.
But they used to say you find your wives in the church.
Yeah, but now they change.
I think now you find them in the party. You can imagine.
Oh,
That lady you found at the party. Only you get her. Only you get her more. All right, let's take 2 more questions before we wrap up. I know this is not the sweet one. I know even
Victoria's.
Victoria, what did she ask?
That's the question.
Victoria, what did you ask us? Guys, we're gonna have version 2 of this question time because I think you guys are enjoying it. We'll have another version sometime. But Victoria is asking, have you ever feel like giving up on Show and Tell support network because you find out about so many ungrateful people?
Can I be honest with you, Victoria? Yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
We've like 2 times thought of closing this page. Seriously, 2 times we've thought about shutting this page down because, guys, trust me, I'm not bragging. God have blessed me and my family. If I shut Show and Tell up, you will never know anything about me, but rather than going to my Facebook page, you won't miss me. I won't miss you.
Yeah, life goes on. Yes, life will go on.
So we've had 2 incidents where I've actually came to click on shut down the page, but she told me, all right, let's just leave it.
Yes.
Let's just leave it because connecting with people is a thing of joy.
It is. It is.
Some of you may not be benefiting from what we do, but I know some of you on this page have either not. Let me forget about the financial benefit, which we do without looking back. Some of you have been motivated. Some of you have written to us and say, Kings, on the day that I felt like I'm down, you and Didi have uplifted me. Even some wrote it here today.
And I hope we have.
Right?
Right? I hope so.
Let's make sure that we continue to uplift each other. But have we had that? Yes, we've had situations like that.
Times.
But we decided not to shut it down because we love you all. And how will you feel? We brought you to this journey that you're riding with us, and then we left you, abandoned you halfway. If we're going to shut it down, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll
let
you know. Take out the plug.
We will even announce it months and months before we do, but we don't have that plan in our mind right now.
I want to answer Mark, a farmer.
What is Mark? Mark said, African style, how is it applicable and possible in America?
African style parenting?
Yeah.
Which part?
African style of parenting. I understand what he meant.
Which one?
Like the flogging of a child, right? Mark, is that what you mean?
I don't know.
Like, no, that kind of thing. Is that what you mean? I don't know, but I may take it on the overall. Maybe we don't understand, but let me give you a hint. Maybe you can answer.
Okay.
In Africa, the way we raise kids is different from how we raise kids here.
Definitely, it is. So, yeah.
Do we apply that here? Do we
us personally, right?
Overall,
apply some of it here. I try to do more of talking. This is of like Nigerian flogging. I was flogged too a lot in Nigeria. My parents flogged me. Right? That's what we call it, flogging.
You grew up as a stubborn child?
No, that I grew up, but I made some mistakes as a kid. You know, there's some things you like talk back to your parent, like your mom, not your parent, of course, not your dad. You never. Your mom will say 1, you say 2 as a female. I think female, we do that a lot. Then your mom will treat you how you're supposed to be treated. I do the same thing here, but I try to like not do it so much that the kid will be hardened. And in Nigeria, we become so hardened. Even in school, when they flog me, I just bring my hand, flog me. At the point, I wasn't even doing like this in school anymore. I would just bring out my hand and I'd be a tough woman or a tough girl and walk away after you're done. So it made the children hardened. They don't learn anything. Okay, they don't. I don't correct myself. I do the same thing tomorrow. All I'm gonna think about, you're gonna flog me. That's it. But I try to do more talking, correcting than using cane or whatever, flogging or beating, whatever, however you wanna call it. Yeah. So I implement both. Yeah.
I think you answered it. I don't have to add anything. I want to take on this. The ocean is a soup. I have a huge exam tomorrow. It decides my future.
Ocean is a soup. Are you new to this page?
It's a new person on this page.
I have never seen the name.
It decides my future and whether I get into medicine or not, which is my dream. Today I did a mock test and I did really bad, and suddenly I've lost all hope.
You know you
Some
did
advice,
bad.
please.
Well, how did you know you did bad?
So as I answer you, and suddenly I feel like I'll do horrible things. Ocean, I don't know who you are. I wish it's not an AI. No, sometimes AI talks to us.
Know.
I hope you are human and you are somebody that we can relate, connect to, and talk to, right? So how I'm gonna answer you, I will apply it to every other person, right? And I want you all to take this as personal message from me to you. Not that I'm only answering the ocean is a soup. First of all, you need to change your perspective about life. Your name, the ocean, is a soup. I don't know what that means for you. It doesn't project positivity to me, right? You should be positive in everything you do. They say you attract what you wish and what you project. So my first advice to you is you got to first start by changing who you are. They say package it. Package yourself. Your personal appearance, your name, how you introduce yourself to people should be opening doors for you. That's my first advice to everyone here. Go look back. Do you have a name that somebody will see your screen name and feel like this person is evil? I don't want to talk to you. Or do you have a name, or do you have something, a symbol that brings people so that you can attract positive things into your life? If you come and put a page that have demon or skull and your screen name is evil is good, you think people will like you? The good people like us, we run from you because no good goes to evil, right? The only good that goes to evil is God that goes to destroy evil. Good people do not decide intentionally to walk into the evil trap. You can't do that if you're sane. So I want you to understand that that is the first thing you do. Then coming to the question you asked about medicine, everyone cannot be a doctor. When I was growing up, my dad said I'm going to be a doctor. Actually, in my family, we are 7 men. My mother have no girl. We're 7 men, and I happen to be the first son. My dad said, Kings, you'll be a doctor. The next person will be an engineer. The third will be a doctor. The fourth, an engineer. The fifth, a doctor. You know, Nigeria, that's how we tell our kids what they're going to be without even knowing what their talent and their God-given gifts are. So I don't know why you want to be a doctor, but I believe medicine is not a course for everybody. I believe it's a place for those who are intellectually smart. I believe it's a place for people who have been gifted up here so that they can save lives. So if you self-evaluate yourself and you're not as smart to carry what comes with the program, which is almost 6-7 years plus everything that you have to do, I will advise you to find where your calling is. We all cannot be doctors. My dad said I will be a doctor. Am I a doctor today? I'm an engineer today. I'm not a doctor. My immediate younger brother read medicine. Instead of being an engineer, he became a doctor. The fourth one read engineering. The fifth one ended up being a doctor. So we were doctors and engineers. We were doctors and engineers in the house, but it did not go the order my father wanted it to be, even though we still ended up doing the same thing. So I'm going to ask you, if you did not do well in the mock, instead of you saying, oh, my life is over, you might be even a better pharmacist than a doctor.
Yeah.
I've seen some pharmacists who are well-made more than doctors. I've seen engineers who are even richer than doctors. So what motivates you to be a doctor? Is it because the name? You want to be doctor?
Is it the money? You have
or is
passion?
It because of the money?
Do you care for people a lot? You have passion?
Or do you care to heal people?
Yeah.
You got to look at what motivates you and also evaluate your skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we don't do well in Nigeria. Everybody buy a jam form and your uncle will come and be filling the jam form for you. The uncle doesn't even know if you hate to see blood.
Exactly.
Some people don't like to see blood.
I hate
but the uncle will fill in medicine and they will go and become doctors, but they don't like to see blood. How are you going to practice? And some of us don't like to touch electricity. We feel it's going to shock us, and somebody say, go read electrical engineering. Meanwhile, in the house, you cannot even plug ordinary fan. You cannot even change your light bulb, but uncle wants you to read electrical engineering. So
you
please
have passion for what you are studying. Make sure you have passion for that subject.
First, do self-packaging. Radiate, attract, put positivity into the universe, right? Secondly, evaluate yourself. My motivation was I want to save lives and heal people. But thank you so much. Your words are really comforting and on point. I really appreciate you. Yes, and And I'm going to tell you this as I close this chapter of answering you. If you really have the motivation to help people and you want to be a doctor, the problem we also have is that we don't challenge our brain. Have you tried this thing? Something you can try. You wake up in the morning, you tell yourself, I've forgotten my dream. 80% of the time, you forget that dream. Just because you speak it, your brain starts to say, okay, let me erase it. You will not remember your dream anymore. Have you tried to tell yourself you're smart and you see you remember things quicker? You got to challenge this brain. We don't use our brain as much as we should. I am leading a data analytics team here in the United States. If you tell me when I was in Nigeria that I'm going to come in America and lead data analytics team, I would tell you it's not true because the environment made me think less of who I am. But I come over here, I challenge my brain, and I still keep challenging my brain. And I want you to challenge your brain. If this is really your calling and you believe it, work for it and give it a shot. Some people have tried 4 times before they nail it on the 5th one. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right?
Wish you the best.
Wish you every best. Wish you every best.
I want to answer last one. God's power. God's power.
God's power, Kate. You answered before.
You answered this one.
And American government always jail men for scolding or flogging his child. Is that correct, sir? You are not expected in this country to lay your hands on anybody. You're not expected in this country to put harm on anybody. You go to jail for even pushing someone. You are expected to let the rule of law take control. And this applies to how you handle your kids. When our children go to school, they have counselors. Sometimes they check their body to see if they have marks on their body. And if your child have a mark on the body, they will put the child into a counseling room and start asking them, how's daddy? How is mommy? Do they flog you? Do they beat you? And if they continue to say that you lay hands on them, they will take that child away from you and put the child in foster care. And now you have to come and explain to the government why you deserve to have the child in your house. Your own child. So this is not Nigeria. So yes, the government protects the children. And guess what? The kids who want to be useless use this law and they end up being useless. I've had somebody tell me that his daughter said to him, the next time you yell at me, I'll call the cops on you. Imagine, not to film to flog, but to yell, to raise your voice.
That's what they teach them in school.
Teach them in school.
Yeah.
Your parents are not supposed to touch
911.
You. They're not supposed to yell at you. They're not supposed to punish you. If they do that, call 911 immediately.
Yeah.
And this my good friend is telling me, do you know I can't talk to my daughter anymore? She said, if I do yell at her, she will call it. And he said to the girl, guess what will happen? You will not have a dad anymore. Yes. You will be put somewhere. I will not come and visit you. You will have no father in your life.
You have strangers as your father and your mother.
Most of them, their friends tell them, after all, what does your father do for you? He should go to hell. And I've seen a lot of Nigerian young adults disconnect from their parents. Their parents live in New York. They go look for a job in California because what? They don't want to see their parents anymore. And that's the unfortunate reality we face here. So we might end up having 20 kids here. None of them would like to come to Nigeria because they'll ask, Daddy, what am I going there to do? But we have to keep bringing them home, showing them their roots. But ultimately, yes, to answer you, the government controls us and government kills us.
Okay, Obioha Chinenye.
You want to answer more?
Chinenye lost her dad.
Chinenye, which one? Obioha Chinenye Mobo. No, not this one. Brain challenge. Today's show hit my celebrum. Thank you for us impacting you. I didn't see that.
Yeah, so she just came back from the village from a burial.
Chinenye is from my place.
You sure?
I think, yeah, she's the one that came to our house during Christmas to see us. Yes. That wrote a book.
Yes.
I remember her. She's the one that came to see me when I was in Nigeria.
Chinenye, right? Is that what you wrote?
Send a message to admin. I want to know if that's true. Let's talk to you. All right?
Yeah. And then, okay, Juliet, where have you been, stranger?
Okay, Juliet happened to be one of those people following us.
Yeah, she ran away, eh? We're still here, my love. How are you?
Okay, Juliet, we're still here. All right, family, we're going to bring you to an end here. All right?
Yes,
we hope we've impacted you. We're going to have a second edition of this. And we will look through these comments and randomly pick few of you who participated actively in this and send you something to say thank you. If you do not receive anything from us, please don't give up on us. We love you. We only do the little we can, and we hope that we will touch you. But
someday we'll touch everybody.
Cindy Beauty World.
Cindy Beauty, congratulations. I mean,
we said we're gonna give you 100,000 for your today's your wedding, right? Happy married life, and we wish you
all the best.
We wish you a better relationship than Kings and Didi's relationship. We can top on top of our own. And Francis Dera, your baby turned 3 months old today.
Oh, really?
We send you 20,000 to buy something for this little baby.
3 months,
right?
Baby.
Yes, bring this baby to us when you're ready. Right?
Yes,
that's a Show&Tell baby. So expect 20,000 from us.
Destiny, how are you, my darling?
Destiny, my love. I love you. Even though Didi approved that, right?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm a jealous type boy.
I'm the G jealousy. Oh man, God bless you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with us. We love you, and we'll see you again soon.
Have a great night, great day. All right.
Before I leave you, I want you to please always understand that when you give from your heart, you will receive back multiple times. It's in every book of life that you have read. Givers will never lack as long as you give from your heart.
Believe it.
And I want you to also understand that even when you don't have, put a positive attitude, a positive face, open up your heart. The universe will bring to you what will make you keep that positivity in you. Try it and it's going to work for you. One day, when you open a church. Can I have an amen to that?
Amen.
Yeah, something else. Bye.